So, children, the next topic that we have in the lesson Are Changing Earth are the endogenic forces, diastropic or slow happening endogenic forces. So, diastropic endogenic forces are those forces which work from below the surface of the earth and which work very slowly. Their result will be seen after very long time. For this, we have two kinds of movements. We have observed two kinds of tectonic movements. Vertical movement, that would be an up down movement in on the surface of the earth, and there will be horizontal tectonic movements which are left to right tectonic movements. So under vertical tectonic movements, the lithospheric plates will move in up and down motion, and under the horizontal tectonic movement the lithospheric plates will move left to right. Let us observe how the vertical tectonic movements happen. The vertical tectonic movements lead to the formation of continents or plateaus as high areas, and when the tectonic plates move upward and downward, so a low-lying area would also be created. Therefore, it can also lead to formation of depressions or basins. Usually, continents and plateaus are the plain areas, and depressions and basins are created near the water bodies. So, when the tectonic plates or the earth surface moves up, down, or in vertical motion, it can either cause the continents and plateaus, as the high rising area will lead to the formation of continents and plateaus, and the low lying area or the downwards moving area will lead to the formation of depressions or basins. Basins are usually those areas which are near the rivers or the other water bodies. Let us now check out what are the horizontal tectonic movements. As the name suggests, under the horizontal tectonic movement, the tectonic plates will either move apart from each other, or this will be a divergent tectonic movement, and the lithospheric plates could either come closer to each other. So there can be either a separating apart movement, or there can either be a close coming movement. So the tectonic plates can either move apart from each other, and the tectonic plates could either move close to each other. Now, when the two tectonic plates will move closer to each other, they will result in the formation of a block mountain. So, you can see that these two earth surfaces, these two areas are getting closer to each other, and in return they are causing an upliftment, a rise in the area which is between them. This structure will be known as a block mountain, created by the horizontal movement of the earth surface. I want to mention here only horizontal tectonic movements could be either creating folds or faults, fold mountains or fault earth structures. So a bold block mountain could be either be created when the two tectonic plates will push, resulting into a rise in the surface of the earth, creating a mountain area. So when the two tectonic plates will come closer, they will ultimately push that into a mountain. In the next manner, we will study the horizontal movement or the horizontal tectonic movements when the tectonic plates move apart from each other. So there we will observe there are two tectonic plates which are moving apart from each other. They are moving in two different directions. Now when this happens, this will lead to the formation of a low lying area. For example, a rift valley. As you can see, that a particular surface is moving in opposite direction and the other surface is moving in the opposite direction, leading to this area to become a low lying area, to become a area which is lower than the normal level of the earth's surface. This is how a rift valley will be created. So there are certain block mountains on the earth also, and then there are certain rift valleys also. So horizontal tectonic movement can cause either a block mountain, that is an elevation or rise or a highland, and it can also lead to a rift valley, which is a low lying area or a lowland. A horizontal movement could either be in the opposite directions when the tectonic plates will move opposite to each other, or it could be a convergent movement where the two tectonic plates will try to come closer to each other. So let us sum this up once again. There can be two kinds of diastropic or endogenic forces, namely vertical tectonic movements, which are up and down tectonic movements where one tectonic plate will move downwards and the other will move upwards. For example, the formation of continents and plateaus is a result of high rising upward movement of a tectonic plate, and depressions and basins is a result of a downward moving tectonic plate. Similarly, when we talk about the horizontal tectonic movements could either be divergent or they could either be convergent. Now, when they are divergent, the tectonic plates are moving apart from each other, creating a low-lying area, for example, a rift valley. Or when the two tectonic plates try to come closer to each other, they will create a high-rise area, a risen area, such as a block mountain. A horizontal tectonic movement could be of two types, folding and faulting. So that is it from this lesson. We will discuss exogenic forces on the next turn. If you want, you can write this explanation in your fair copy as well. Thank you so much.